Hello, my name is Craig Shear. Today we will be setting up the Epson 7700 printer, which is part of Nova Polymers InkStar Film Solution. This unit is designed to output both positive and negative films. Also note that the setup will be the same for the Epson 7890 through the 9900 series. We'll start by finding the label on the side of the box and then continue to break down the crate. Next, we're going to open up the side of the box and take the instructions out. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take out the instruction manual. We have a CD here for setting up the printer and the instruction manual here, and we'll get to this later on. Let's lift this up. Now we have the lid off the box here, and we have a secondary box that houses the stand. And underneath this box is the printer itself. But first of all, we have to set up the stand in order to put the printer on top of it. So what we're going to do now is to take all the components out and put the stand together. The stand is now assembled. What we need to do next is to unwrap the printer. You'll need two people to actually lift it up and place it on these pegs, and we'll secure it with these wing nuts. When we're finished with that, we'll set up the ink and the film. The printer is now attached to the stand, and what we're going to do next is move it into the office, install the ink cartridges and the film, and do some test printing. Okay, so now the next step is, before you do anything else, is to focus on removing the blue tape around the printer. Okay, we're going to remove the tape in here where the inkjet film goes. Make sure you find all the blue tape. There could be up to 20 individual pieces of tape on this machine. Well, next we want to go to this white card here attached with blue tape and follow the string to where the print head is secured. This actually locks the print head in place because of shipping. Okay, so what I've done is I've set up the film basket, which I have laid out on the floor, and you will notice that we have a square rod and two round rods. We have two square pegs here, which this pin will go through and hold this in place. This is a connector. We have two, one on the left side, one on the right, and they will attach to the square rod here. Okay, so what I've done, I've taken the film catcher, slid it to the back. We have two round rods. One snaps in the back, one snaps into place in the middle, and number three, we've got the square rod, which I'm going to place in the connectors. So that's in place. What I'm going to do now is insert this inside of the leg of the printer. And what I'll do, the third step here would be to put in place the Velcro belt here. It's all done, ready to go. Okay, we have the Epson 7700 all set up to put the ink in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up the right cover. In here is where all the ink cartridges go. We only have 5 cartridges. I took the liberty ahead of time of agitating each cartridge. And when you place the cartridge in the slot, you want to put it in with the chip up towards the back. As you can see, this is magenta, and it matches with the magenta here. So it's color-coded to put the right colors in the right slot. You might be wondering why this cartridge is longer than the other ones. This is a DyeStar ink cartridge that has photo black dye ink in it and is 350 milliliters. The other 4 cartridges were just setup cartridges that have about 110 milliliters. Okay, so now we're going to set up the roll of film. We have 2 adapters that go in either side. The film has a 2-inch core, which is standard in the industry. And we'll place the adapters into the driver, snap it in place, lock it up, and then we're going to feed it down manually into the printer. Now that the roll of film is installed, what we're going to do next is set up the AccuRip and output some films. The AccuRip is now installed. I go to the setup panel here. I want to scroll down and find the 7700 printer. With that said, we set up the roll width, which is 24-inch. The ink setup should be a photo black. Scroll down to where the print resolution is. It's 720 by 1440. Droplet weight should be 8. You unclick the bidirectional lower quality. We go to the next page. Now we look for the connection on the printer. And there's network or local. We're using a USB cord because it's local. The port we have here is a USB 006 Epson Style Pro 7700. We click that, show all ports, and we move down to the next page. Here, you can choose your own dot shape. We suggest a round for the application for outputting the negatives. The angle should be 22.5, frequency 45 LPI. With that said, we go down to the OK button, we click it, everything's in place now, and we're ready to print. The printer's just outputted the film. I want to take it out of the basket here to inspect it for line definition, proper density, nice round dots for the braille. Looks good to go.